out. So we're going vertical. Yeah. So the original live link that I've been advertising just kind of was live for 2 seconds, and hopefully all of you that were waiting in the queue can find this one. So I'm soaking my feet right now. I'm gonna do that. There you go. Like for the next 5 minutes or so to soften the skin, but also to let people figure out, hey, it's on a different link now. I know how to use YouTube. I should probably just hold this. Hello. Hey. Yeah, I accidentally started the scheduled live and then stopped it, and yeah, it won't let me go live on the same scheduled link because I already started it. So hopefully everyone that set a reminder finds this, because you will no longer be notified. I'm good. How are you? So who's just watching and who's following along? I got my coffee. So if you just popped in, we're gonna start with our toes. So just go ahead and start soaking your feet. I'm using the bathtub. Yay, bathtub. You can use like a bucket or a bowl if you want. Pardon my squeaky tripod. It's all good. I wonder if there's a way for me to like put text on the screen so when people pop in they know what we're doing. How to use settings. Hello. Greetings from Spain. Let's see. It's not really a question. I'm just messing with the settings, see if I can put text on the screen. So if you just popped in, we're soaking our feet before we use the pumice stone right now. That's not it. Okay, this isn't. Let's just see what this does. We are soaking our feet for the pedicure. Let's just see what that does. Don't answer the question. It's not really a question. I'm in Canada right now. Is that like just sitting in the middle of the screen? Hello from Texas. Welcome. Oops. I don't know the controls. Okay, it looks like I can't just put text on screen. Can you see this little question box? Like, is that visible? Hello from India. Where's everyone coming from right now? Okay, if you just came in, we're soaking our feet right now to start the pedicure. So we're gonna do that for roughly 5 minutes, well, just another couple minutes now. Just to let everyone hop in and get set up. So we're this question box is kind of annoying. It won't let me put it any lower. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna move on. So in the bathtub, I have these two, one or both, whatever you want to use. If you want to skip this part, you can skip this part too. But we're soaking our feet right now, and then we're gonna go around and remove excess skin wherever it builds up on your particular foot. And then if you are, oh, thank you. Hello from Greece. Excellent. Yeah, and then if you already have nail polish on, we're gonna remove that. And I got my coffee. Coffee. I like coffee. So who all's following along and who's just watching? Another minute or so and then we'll hop in. Yeah, so the purpose of this video, for me, you take what you will from it, but I've been talking to a few people that enjoy feminization, and I personally enjoy being encouraging. So I thought it would be fun to, do little follow along live streams where we do feminine activities together, and I can kind of guide you in doing that. And I'm no expert, honestly. I have been wanting to learn how to paint my nails for a while now, and you guys just gave me a little push to go ahead and do it. So I'm kind of expecting to suck at this a little bit, and that's fine because I'm assuming some people are experienced in painting their own nails and others are brand new to it. So we're coming from all different skill levels here, and hopefully it makes you feel better about your own skill level if you see me struggle too. So we're gonna learn together. It's fun. And a few weeks ago we did a poll. Pink won the poll. I picked this color. If you have a different shade of pink, that's fine. I would prefer you to use pink so we can all, have pink nails together. It'll be fun. If you're not comfortable painting colors, you can use just clear nail polish. That's fine. If you want to use colors but you're not comfortable, going to work or leaving the house with nail polish, you can just take it off after the live. That's totally fine. You put it on for the fun of it, enjoy it however long you want to, and then remove it. Do whatever you're comfortable with. That's the main point here. So yeah, if you do follow along and paint your nails and are comfortable sending me a photo when we're done, I would like to make a collage with everyone that participated. If you want to be like tagged or something, you can give me a user. Ooh, washing. It's not normally that loud. That's concerning. Alright, moving on. So yeah, if you want to send me a picture when you're done, I would love to make a collage and just show like, hey, here's everyone that participated. It'll be fun. Because I would like to do this regularly. It's fun. I've started painting my own nails because going to the nail salon is expensive, honestly. And I haven't up until now because I'm really bad at it. And so developing that skill. So yeah, send me a picture when you're done. We'll make a little collage. I'm gonna go check on that. Y'all keep soaking your feet. Don't be loud. No loudness is loud. I'm back. Been having trouble with the washing machine lately, so that's a problem for after I'm done with this. Alright, so we're going to start with our pumice stone portion. I will attempt to get some kind of good angle on this. That may or may not work. Alright, I didn't test the angles before I started. I was just like, let's just go for it. Yeah. So we're going to take this one or this one, whichever one you have, and this is the fun part where we can wear our gloves. So I have these pink nitrile gloves. I'm gonna take this off the screen. I mean, I feel like it's gonna be pretty obvious what we're doing going forward because, if you just hop in, you're gonna see it. So we're gonna wear our gloves to protect our nails while we do our feet. Kind of suck to scrape it and take a little chunk off. Don't do that. So the skin should be pretty soft by now. I personally have been soaking them for like 10 minutes, so however long you've been soaking them, awesome. And I like this one better. I've been using both, but I'm gonna use this one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get wet. And then for me personally, the skin builds up like on the big toe here, and then right here for me. Wherever it builds up on you, you know, do it there, and I feel some on my heel. So we're gonna make our feet soft. Nice and soft. And just do however much you're comfortable with. If you feel any pain, you have gone too far. We're taking off the skin buildup, not the living tissue. So this is just for calluses, really. Makes a nice sound. If you're ticklish, good luck. I kind of like doing this myself better than going to the nail salon because in my experience most times they kind of skimp out on this part, and then I'm like, I still got these massive calluses and I feel like they just went okay, and I'm like, what? No. But when you're doing it yourself, you can do as much or as little as you want. Excellent. How are y'all doing? I mean, if you're following along, I don't really expect you to be able to type, so. And then I find I've gone far enough when I can like start to feel a little bit of a sensation, because for the most part, if I'm on somewhere that has a bunch of skin built up, it's just a pressure, you know, but I can't actually feel the teeth or the friction or anything. But once I start to feel like a little bit of a tickle, I have decided I've gone as far as I'm comfortable going with personally. Lots of pink today. Pink gloves, pink polish, pink foot scrapey thing. You can just like rinse off your foot every now and then too. Go up here next. I did this pretty thoroughly last week just to decide which callus removing device I preferred. I preferred this one. So I don't really have a lot to take off today. You take off as much as you want on your own feet. And this part kind of tickles for me. More so if someone else is doing it. You know how it goes. It's harder to tickle yourself. Yes. Good for that side. Some switch. Probably not gonna have a good angle, but I ain't about to move the camera right now. So, use your imagination. No, I can kind of read this. Martin, it does not hurt. If it hurts, you have gone too far. Because what we're doing is we are removing calluses, so the thick, built-up skin that does not have any nerve endings. If you start to feel pain or sensation, you've gone through the built-up skin and you've now entered into your skin with the nerve endings, which we do not want to remove. I don't know if callus is living tissue or not. I don't think it is, just because there's no blood or sensation. Otherwise, I would be bleeding right now, but I am not. So I'm gonna lean on the side of it is not living tissue. I can't find a good reason to remove healthy living tissue. So if someone wants to fact check me on that, you feel free. I am not in a position to fact check at the moment. I might look that up later. But no, it does not hurt. And then soaking your feet beforehand helps a lot with this, just because it makes the skin softer. I mean, you don't have to get all of it off at once. If you're going to do this regularly, you can remove a little at a time over time and then just maintain it. I would recommend that approach if having soft callus-free feet is something you want for yourself. I'm not too partial on having no calluses because I like to walk around barefoot a lot, so I find calluses are helpful in doing that comfortably. But I also like it when my feet are soft and have that callus-free appearance, so I alternate. Take them off, let them build back up. It's fun. It's a fun cycle, you know. So after we finish with the callus removal portion, because you might be done already, that's okay. I'm gonna go in the other room and I'm gonna take off the nail polish I already have on my toes, and then we'll push back the cuticle, trim any excess skin around the nail bed, and then we will paint. Yay! I like to take my time and be thorough, so this is gonna be a fairly long live today. So if you are not following along, feel free to pop in and out, do what you want, live your life, you know. I would prefer you're following along, is the point of this. But if you want to just hang out, that's fine too. I got thick skin. It's kind of balancing on the ledge of the bathtub here. Okay, I'm gonna call that done. So we'll rinse off and wash our tools and our feet. So just use a little soap on here. Careful. Yeah. So this part is not, the inside is not abrasive. So I'll rub soap there, but don't rub the other side. You'll hurt yourself. Very nice. That up. Ooh, that almost fell. Okay. No. This is just like Castile soap. Wash our feet. If you're into foot massage, this is a good opportunity. Cool. I'm gonna take these gloves off and put new ones on. Sweet. I think your rinse off the stuff. Felix says, the shit you see people doing on live is crazy. Are you entertained, Felix? Bring my stuff with me. See if I can bring my charger with me. My battery's a little low. So how was that? How are y'all doing? Okay, figure out the camera. See you. Going down. So next we're gonna remove any nail polish that you already have on. Alright, let's plug in my phone. Hi, Levi. Okay, so we just finished soaking our feet and removing the calluses. I have some nail polish on my toes already, so I'm gonna take that off. I would highly suggest having a towel that you don't care too much about. Nearby. Because sometimes when you're removing the nail polish, it can run off and it'll stain things, so have a towel ready. And I'm gonna put on a new pair of gloves because the other ones got wet, understandably so. This is a new box, so they're kind of hard to get. Sweet. And we'll figure out camera angles. So how's everyone doing? a good enough angle. Alright, so I'm gonna put this over the towel in case there's any runoff. I started doing this thing where I put nail polish in a little jar. It makes it easier to like dip the cotton ball in it instead of trying to pour it out. So I'm gonna dip the cotton ball. Squeeze out some of the excess, and then I find it helpful to just let it sit on top for a little bit, and then I can just wipe it off. This is going to be a little more challenging to remove because it was put on at the salon, and so they got some sturdy stuff. Usually they use like that little electric file to get it off. I don't have one of those, so I'm gonna just let the cotton ball sit on it. Dissolve. Levi's getting dinner ready. Nice. See if that is ready yet. Well, that's annoying. Okay, I'm gonna try scraping it. Got one of these. Let's see if that does anything. Ah, success. Yeah, nail salon has some pretty industrial polish. Stuff I bought at Walmart comes off pretty easy. If I was more patient, I could have soaked it with the cotton ball for much longer. No, it don't want to come off. We're getting it though. It's a good quality, you know, lasts a long time. I think I've had this on for almost 2 months now, so it's pretty impressive. It lasts maybe 3 days on my hand, so. Okay. And we'll just let it soak. Okay, I'll see if I can get the rest with the nail buffer thing. It's definitely sturdy, I'll give it that. Okay, new strategy. The polish on these two have actually grown out, so I don't need to remove it from those nails. Okay, and I'll do this on the other side while that sits. Just gonna give the big toe the rest of that cotton ball. Going in for another one. These two can share. Okay, now we wait. How long? I don't know. Until it's ready. Give that a couple minutes. How y'all doing? So, who's following along? Go ahead, reveal yourself. Or don't. I understand. What's up, guys? Yeah, so I'm gonna just let this sit for a couple minutes. I'm gonna close my nail polish jar because it does evaporate and put its fumes everywhere. Yeah, I already evaporated off my gloves. Levi says he's getting dinner ready soon. What time is it? Yeah, what time zone are you guys in? It's like 10 a.m. for me. Alright, the chat is quiet today. Keep trying. Hopefully that's a good angle. Ah, success. Awesome. This one might need more time. Yep. Put that back. So stubborn. Let's try this side. I'm literally scratching it, but it's not coming up. No wonder they normally use an electric file. I see why now. I don't normally have to take it off because I just let it grow out, honestly, which says a lot to how long it lasts.
trying not to use too much pressure either because I don't want to accidentally scratch my nail. Yay. Okay, let's try these. I think I just needed to be more aggressive with it. Okay, one side. Okay, I'm gonna call that good enough. Sweet. Okay, so let's try this. Since I don't want to chat, you and removing your bush.
I would like this to be interactive, guys. But also understand that some of those who are following along do not wish to make yourselves known, so I hope this is an anonymous vote. But just let me know if you're ready to move on. So if you're already wearing nail polish, are you done taking it off? And I'll wait while I finish cleaning it up. All right, 0 crowd participation. Cool, so with that, I'm going to assume no one is following along and is simply watching. Thanks for your attendance. And I'm gonna move on. So next I am going to use this. It just softens the skin around the nail to make it easier to scrape off excess. If you choose to use this, don't leave it on for too long. Like I wouldn't leave it on more than a minute, or you know, it does soften your skin. So I'm just gonna dump it on all my toes and then wait a little bit, and then I'll rinse it off, and then I'll go through and scrape
Back on down. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of like do like that. And then, yep, moving on. This is probably way more than I need, but you know what? We're here. This is how I'm doing it. Again, not a professional, just sharing my learning experience with those that would like to learn with me. We can all do it together. It'll be cute. Since the camera is pointed down so much, I cannot see the chat, so you're kind of on your own. So I'm gonna just let that sit there and go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna push the skin back, and in doing so, I am also scraping off the cuticle, which is on the nail bed itself. The skin here is not the cuticle, and we're gonna leave that alone, besides pushing it back. But what we are removing is actually on the nail itself, so we're just scraping that, essentially. And you want to do this with very, very light pressure so you don't actually scrape off your nail. And I'm gonna do both of my big toes, and then I'm gonna rinse off my toes to get the cuticle removing liquid off so it doesn't sit for too long. And you know, like dissolve my skin and nails. It's kind of a big deal. It's not that extreme. I think it would just be irritating and over time thin out your nails, but you know, just letting you know. Don't leave it on too long. And this should not hurt. If it hurts, you're doing it wrong. And there's still like some of the base coat from the nail polish on, so I'm just trying to scrape that off. Okay, other side. And this step is important so that the nail polish can stick to the nail. If you have the cuticle still on the nail polish won't stick well, and it will come off easily. So you want it to actually stick to your nail and not the skin that is built up on your nail. Okay, cool. So I'm sure I've let the remover sit for plenty of time. So I have this little, you can run to the bathroom and wash your feet if you need to, but I just have this little bucket of water with a rag. So I'm gonna just dip and rinse them off. I'm not using soap because I don't want the oils from the soap on my nails, but I believe that the water itself is enough. Always do your own research. Again, I'm not a professional. I'm just kind of like winging it after looking some stuff up on the internet, so keep that in mind too. I'm trying not to spill this everywhere. Okay, cool. So from here, I have these little trimmers. I'm not going to use these very much. I do not trim the skin fold up here. If you want to do that, that's totally up to you, but from what I've been able to look up, if you remove this skin fold, it acts as a barrier to keep things from getting into the cortex under the skin here where the nail actually grows from. So I believe barriers are a good thing, and I do not want to remove the barrier that protects me from, you know, infections and whatnot. So I'm gonna leave that alone. You do you. But what I am gonna do is I'm just gonna look around and see if I have any hangnails up here. And if I do find them, I will trim them off. But I don't go do too much with these because, I mean, it's easy to do too much and, you know, nick yourself. So I probably won't really do anything. Looks good enough to me. I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna finish going around the rest of my nails with it. And I have tiny nails. Makes them kind of hard to paint because it's a smaller target. Rinse that off. So tiny. Cool. So if your nails are long and you want them shorter, you can clip them. Mine are not long, so I'm not gonna do that. Done with those two tools. I will go around like with a file, which I forgot to bring with me. Okay, so I have this little file, and I'm just gonna go around flat because I have some snaggy bits. And I like my toenails to be flat. I think if you curve them, you create ingrown toenails. So I will be keeping mine flat Be careful not to go too far, or you will be very uncomfortable for a few days. I say this from experience. That one was like crooked. Okay, good enough. Moving on. Checking with you guys, because I can't see any of that. Cool. So next I'm going to use this little nail buffer. And what this does is, first it removes any of the nail polish that I did not get with the remover earlier. And it also creates a little bit of texture on the nail itself for the nail polish to stick to. So we're gonna do this and then we'll actually start painting. Yay. Back down. Okay, so I have this and I'm just gonna do like that. And then you can see on my nails, there's a little bit of the base coat from the nail polish still stuck. And then it'll look kind of like hazy, you know, make the nail hazy. Cool. Cool. Back up we go. So, thank you, Rick James. I'm glad you're finding it helpful. Y'all are so quiet today. I could use a little feedback. Anyway, so I just finished, the tripod stuck to my towel. Alright, so I just finished buffing the nail bed. Next, I am going to take a lint-free swab. I don't know what these are called. Not a cotton ball. I have found cotton balls leave their little fuzzies behind, and that makes painting very difficult. So I'm gonna use these. I just went on the internet and typed in lint-free cotton swab. This came up. It's not, I don't know. Find something that looks like this. And then I'm going, ooh, that fell apart. Oh, I wanted it to stay all flat and nice. That's fine. So I'm just gonna take one and so hard to see. All right, still figuring out angles for this. This is the first of its kind, this live. So I'm just gonna take it, I'm gonna dip it in here. I double dip, it's not sanitary. I'm the only one using this though, so do what you want. And we're just gonna wipe down all the nails. The purpose of this is to remove all of this nice powder we have created from buffing our nails. Don't go too crazy on the buffing, you will thin out your nail bed. Just enough to get off anything you need to get off and create a little bit of texture for the polish to stick to, but you know, don't go too crazy. And this is also removing any oils and residue that are on the nail. If you have really anything other than a dry, clean nail bed, the polish isn't gonna have what it needs to stick to. So we're just gonna go around every nail, wiping it off. Some people use alcohol. That's a good option too. I don't have any rubbing alcohol at the moment, and I'm a double dip. Again, not sanitary, but I do what I want. But you can also use acetone or alcohol. I've seen some people put it in like a little spray bottle and spray their nails and then wipe it off. I don't have a spray bottle, so I'm doing it this way. And then this is really gonna dry out your skin too, so we'll be sure to add some oil or lotion after. But this is helpful for painting because it is drying. It is drying out the nail bed, so the polish can stick to it. So double-edged sword there. Cool. Okie dokie. Now for the fun part. I'm just gonna open up this towel. I'll sweep later. I'm gonna open it up. Okay, so we're gonna move on to painting now. You get to see how skillful I am at that. It looks like a toddler did it, if I'm being real. But I have found this lovely brush to be so helpful. So what I do is I do my best to keep the polish on the nail bed, and then after every coat on every nail, so it takes me a very long time to do. I take this lovely polish and I dip it in my little jar of nail polish, and then I clean up the edges, and that has been a game changer for me. Eventually, I'll get good at this and I won't need to do that often, if at all. But for now, it is a very necessary part of my process. So I'm gonna leave my lovely nail polish jar open, my glove ripped, boo, time for a new one. Oh, when that happened, I didn't notice. Sweaty. Okie dokie. So we're going to coat, which I neglected to grab. And then we're gonna do the color coats, plural, and then we'll do a top coat. And that will conclude the pedicure portion of this lovely, okay, I need to dry my hands, that's ridiculous. I'm gonna grab my base coat as well and get more coffee while I'm up. Okay, I've turned base coat in hand. It's white. It's really thick too. My hands dry out. Thank you to the person that taught me that trick. It helped so much. Okay. It's really hard to put on. So you pampered yourself all day today. Honestly, this isn't very relaxing for me. This is a lot of work. But yeah, we can call it that. I like the result. Okay, so that was difficult. Happy Easter, Stephen. Alright, back to it. So I'm gonna go around with my base coat. It's very thick. What I have learned so far in my how to paint nails journey is to start kind of like a quarter way down, so not all the way up at the skin up here, like kind of far down, and then attempt to be quick. Otherwise it starts to dry and get tacky. And then I kind of work my way up towards the skin. Okay, so that was pretty good, proud of that. We'll move on. My big toe nail is huge, and then all my other toes are like itty bitty, so I'm expecting this to be really messy. Such a small target. It's really easy to flood it with the polish because there's not a lot of nail. So I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna move on. And this is a light color, so I can't really tell where it's going, honestly. But we just do our best. This is my first take at painting my toenails since I decided to try again. I've been practicing on my fingernails this last week or so. Haven't attempted the toes yet, so this is very raw. It's just such a small area. Okay, where'd my brush go? So I'm gonna dip it, wipe it off, and then just clean up the skin. But yeah, for the pampering yourself all day comment, yeah, it feels more pampery when someone else is doing it for you. That is definitely my preference, but I have committed to learning a new skill here. I used to struggle with braiding my hair as well, but then I committed to braiding it every day for like a whole year, and now it's easy. It doesn't take much time or energy, so I have faith it'll be like that for my nails. I'm gonna do 1 foot at a time. Just accidentally brushed it off right there, so I'm gonna just fill that in. Okay, cool. Actually, no, I'm gonna do both feet. I like to do one hand at a time, but I'm actively using my hand while I do that, so I'll do both of these. Big toe's the easiest for sure. You're just, you know, a lot of workable area. I've also found I don't need to take it all the way out to the edge. The polish tends to fill in after, like as it settles, it spreads out a little bit. And then I'm just gonna clean this up when I'm done, because, yeah. Embrace the sloppy painting style. Yeah, perfect. Okay. My toenails are just so tiny. Look, I did pretty good on this one. Okay. And the fingers are challenging as well because you have to use your non-dominant hand for a big part of that. So I'm using this China Glaze hot pink. Hopefully that's in there. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Do I have any clinical wipes? No, I do not have any clinical wipes. Moving on. So I'm gonna use this hot pink. It's called, I love the nail polish colors. They're so creative. This one's called Rose Among Thorns by China Glaze, which is it's kind of a cool name. I saw one the other day. It was like, I eat shrimp on Tuesdays. I'm like, okay, who came up with these? Okay, so I'm gonna just do my best. And here we go. So I will say it is nice I get to use my dominant hand the whole time for the toes. Alright, that's the first coat. Just let it be what it is. Cool. And we'll clean it up. Big toe did pretty good. Yeah, the main thing I am working on right now when it comes to nail painting skill is to not flood the cuticle and the nail bed and all that. So what that means is when you put the polish on the nail, for it to be too much polish, and then it like builds up around the edges and creates this huge ridge. So I feel like I did pretty good on not doing that. The first few times it was like, whoa, that's a lot. Okay, and on my toes, I'm only gonna do 2 coats. See how it lasts. I did 2 coats on my fingernails sometime last week, and it chipped within 24 hours. I did it again with 3 coats, and it lasted much longer. It's been about 2 days now. I don't know how long it would have lasted because it's time to redo it today for the sake of the live. So I'm gonna do 3 coats again and see how long that lasts on my fingers, but typically toenail polish lasts a really long time for me. I use my hands a lot, I wash my hands a lot. They do many things, so they get a lot of wear. My toes, not so much. So I think 2 coats will be fine. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side. And I start a ways from the skin so it doesn't flood it. Cool. Probably still have plenty on here for the rest of these actually. I got tiny nails. Okay, sorry, never mind. There was not enough. Oh goodness. I'm just doing my best to keep it on the nail and not hit the skin, but I also am fine cleaning it up off the skin, so we're just going with it. It's a starting point. It only gets better from here. Big toe did pretty good. One of the nail polish tutorials I watched, the lady was saying like the first coat, it doesn't need to look good, just get some on there, and then the second coat, it looks good. So, and what she meant by that was like it's okay if it doesn't cover all of the nail, and it's okay if it looks kind of streaky and patchy. So. I also find if I make the coats too thick, it takes a really long time to dry, like hours. And during that time, it's very impressionable. So if I touch something, it makes an indentation. So I guess I'm working on doing thinner coats as well. All right, go for round 2. Yay, that went a lot smoother. feel like I'm improving very quickly, so that is nice. I think I got that one good. Okay, let's do the other side. Oh goodness. I don't know why this foot's harder. It'll look good from afar. Perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna intentionally smear that everywhere and clean it up. Cool. Oh boy. Alright, I deem painting my toes more difficult than painting my nails. Cool. As long as the big toes look nice, I'm happy. Okay, I'm gonna close the color polish and bring out the top coat. And then this is what I've been using. So I've been, this top coat is really thick, so I have a hard time putting it on thin. So I'm gonna exaggerate that today and hope that didn't work. Okay. When this bottle runs out, I'll probably try a different top coat, a thinner one. Because it looks really nice when it actually does finish drying, but the issue I've been running into is it takes me like 2 hours to completely dry, and during that time I have a hard time keeping it nice. Because it'll like wrinkle. Okay, cool. Other side. It's clear, so I'm not gonna bother cleaning that up. It'll peel off. Cool. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna try not to touch anything with my toes for a little while. Cool. Close the remover. Okay, so pinch my glove in the jar. Okay. So next, I'm gonna do my fingers. So same process as the toenails. Remove the polish, push back, cuticle, buff, and nail polish. Sweet. So move everything up onto my handy dandy table. Sweet. This will have to be good enough. Maybe I can like put the camera behind me because I'm gonna be holding my hand like this while I do it. So take a little break here. Take my gloves off so my skin can dry. Nils is asking, who is the patient tomorrow? What happens tomorrow? Okay. My hands are visible more than my feet, so I care a little bit more about how my fingernails turn out. I just did this last on Saturday, so I don't expect to need to do much, if anything, when it comes to the cuticle. I might just skip that portion. Oh, the dentist live is tonight, and we're both going to be the patient. It might be tomorrow for you, depending on what time zone you're in, but yeah. And then just be careful about the nail polish running down because it will stain your hand. So I like to hold my nail flat on the towel and do this when I remember. And I'll scrape it out of the corners. Nils, what time zone are you Sweet. And I'm going to go around a second time with another cotton ball. Get anything I missed and then clean up anywhere it ran onto my skin. Hello, Apache. And then since I just did this like 2 days ago, I think I don't need to file. Like, they're still the length I like and well shaped. So if you would like to file your nails, I would do it after this removing step. And I don't really see any cuticle on my nail, so I'll still use the pusher, but I don't want to use the cuticle remover since I did just do it 2 days ago. So I don't want to overdo it, you know. So I'll use the pusher to get off any polish that's stuck on the edges, and then I'll use the buffer and then go start the painting process. Cool. I'm trying to get the paint out of the corners with my buffer. Am I going to wear surgical clothing? No, we're going to wear scrubs for the dental vial. Okay, I'm gonna go now with my lint 3 swab and acetone. It doesn't look like I need to use the pusher anywhere to get the nail polish off, so I will be moving into the base coat from here. But we're just removing any dust and oils or other residue from the nail bed so the polish can stick. I feel like this is key to it lasting outside of application skill. That's why I always close your bottles. Cool. Okay, so base coat is first. And this is my 4th time doing my fingernails, so I feel like I'm starting to get better at it. Earlier that was my first time doing the toenails, and it was definitely a struggle, but I'm confident I will improve with practice. After I finish this coat, I'll move the camera so you can see what I'm doing. For those of you that are following along, either live or on the recording later, I know it was really helpful for me to see how other people paint, so I would like to give that to you. Am I an expert? No. Am I trying my best? Yes. So we'll just do like that. Guess if I do it like that, you can see maybe. We're figuring stuff out. Okay. That looks good. Alright. And then I'm gonna do all one hand and then I'll do the other hand. I find that the easiest. Otherwise I'm trying to manage wet polish constantly. This hand is dry. This hand is wet. That's all I have to say about that. I'm gonna do 2 base coats. Why am I doing 2 base coats? To see how it works. So I'm trying to just change one variable at a time. So this week I'll do 2 base coats, 3 color coats, and 1 top coat, and see how well that lasts. And then next week I'll do 1 base coat, 3 color coats, and 1 top coat, and see how well that lasts. And make adjustments from there. I feel like, different brands and whatnot, they have different formulas, so they might, go on differently and they might last differently. So this is finger paints, base coat and top coat, and I have a China Glaze brand for the color. I heard a lot of good things about the brand OPI. So I have some colors with them, but be interesting to see if 2 coats of OPI and 2 coats of China Glaze work the same. So I'm just experimenting, having fun with it. So this will be my first color coat. Looks like it's gonna drip. Alright. And then I'm trying to just do 3 strokes, 1 down the middle, 1 down each side, and then move on, because I find if I start, I needed to grab more polish, but we're just going to move on, because after I put it on and it starts to dry, it gets tacky, and then it doesn't spread nicely. So down the middle, down the side, down the other side. And I'm trying not to push the brush so that the bristles fan out. When they do that, I feel like I don't have a lot of control over it, and that's when it starts getting on my skin. So instead I'm just trying to like very, very lightly so the bristles don't noticeably move, glide it over the nail. And I'm not really worried with how this first coat looks. I'm just building layers, and if they're thin, they'll dry better. So down the middle, starting away from the skin so it doesn't flood, and then moving up. Okay, so I'll take my brush and my nail polish remover. I'll move this so it's visible. Good enough. And then just clean up anywhere it got on my skin. Okay, didn't get a lot of places. Yay, go me. And I'll go for round 2. It's a lot. So again, down the middle, down the side, down the side. And when I'm doing the side, I'm trying to work it up closer to the skin, but without touching. I did more than one because there's quite a bit, and I wanted it to be closer to the skin fold. Cool. Okay, I'll need to clean that one up. I find it easier to clean it off before it dries on the skin, otherwise I have to like kind of convince it to come off. And just be careful that you're not touching your other fingernails with the brush, or else it will remove polish from there too, which is not desired. Or putting it on, not taking it off. And then I find if I get it on the sides of the skin, I can use my adjacent finger and pull it back a little bit and just wipe it off. Hopefully that's visible. I might be blocking it. I can't see the camera from here, so yeah. Then I'll move on to the next finger. Oh boy, got a little messy on that one. It's okay. And this is also working with my dominant hand. So I have a little bit more patience and coordination when I do this side. Next finger. Oh yeah, that one went well. close to the edges on this pinky. That's okay. It'll get better over time. Right. Third coat. Got a little too much on the brush that time. But I got it to the edges. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the clear coat. Top coat, whatever you want to call it. And do my best to make this thin. So that it dries in a reasonable amount of time. It's getting tacky, so I'm gonna move on. I think I have a tendency to put it on too thick because I can't really see it. Like I can tell when it's shiny. But I mean, the last couple times I feel like it was so thick it was like a big blob. So I feel like that was thinner. Yay. I'm not too happy with how that one turned out. There's like this bump there, but I'm gonna leave it alone and give this a moment to dry. I may have overshot it and gone too thin this time. I don't know. I'm just figuring stuff out. So I'm gonna give this a moment to dry and then I'll do my other hand. I'm bored. Okay, so I'm gonna do the base coat on the other hand while this dries. Cool. One of these times I'll start by using my non-dominant hand so it can be dry, but so far I've always done left first, right after. All 4 times I've done this, you know. I don't know why, but when I do this hand, I prefer to extend my fingers. And when I do the other hand, I prefer to curl them in. Don't know why, but I've been rolling with it. So I'll repeat on this side, 2 base coats, 3 color coats, 1 top coat. The only thing with them extended is I can't really see all of my nails, so there's one. It's kind of put it on kind of thick on the thumb, so I'm gonna see if I can make this second coat thinner. Cool. Okay. Clean up the pinky there. Put it on the skin on the side. Oh, that's pretty good. Much better than the first time. Dr. Canada let me paint his nails as well, so you'll see him rocking the baby pink polish tonight for the dental live. Okay, now for the colors. Coat number 1. That's a lot. Getting a moderate amount on the brush is a struggle for me at the moment. It's like I either have way too much or not enough. I'm gonna let that do the first coat and move on. Cool. Round 2. It's interesting to me how I prefer different techniques when I'm using my non-dominant hand. For example, I prefer to have my fingers extended when I do this side and curled when I do the other side. And when I'm using the brush with my non-dominant hand, I like to hold it higher up on the handle, and then when I'm using my dominant hand, I like to hold it closer to the bristles. So, it's interesting. And now for the third coat. I'm a little more detailed on the third coat with cleaning up the edges because I know I'm going to do the top coat next. My brush fanned out a little bit on that one, so it's a little messy. Oops. I'm not sure why it's peeking there. Okay. It's not real thick. Probably gonna take a long time to dry again. You know what? It is what it is. Maybe I need to let it dry a little longer in between coats. Try that next time. Cool. Okay. Right. Turned out pretty good. Still need to do the top coat. See how this side's doing. Awesome. Okay, and now I just wait a while for it to dry. Sweet. Here's how the fingers turned out. Try not to touch anything. Okay. Now here's how the fingers turned out. Very pink. I love this color. I feel like I got it pretty clean on there. Now the fun part, wait for it to dry. Here's how the toes turned out. Squeeze tripod. Cool. So if you followed along today, thank you. If you're following along through the recording, awesome. Later, I would love it if whoever's comfortable sharing a picture of how your nails turned out with me, you can just send it to me directly on Instagram or Telegram or Discord or X, wherever you can figure out how to message me, do it there. And if you would like to be a part of the collage photo, let me know. Say, because if you just want to share the photo so I can see it, but you don't want to be in the collage, say that. If you would like to be in the collage and be anonymous, say that. If you would like to be in the collage and be tagged with your username, say that. So those are your options. I'm just gonna hang out and chat for a little bit while I wait for my nails to dry. So if you'd like to stick around for that, great. This took about 2 hours. Nice, cool. Sounds about right. Hopefully it will get easier as I practice. But yeah, I'll take a photo of my own fingers and toes for the collage, and anyone that would like to be a part of that, send me a photo and let me know if you want to be in it. And I'll wait a few days, so if those that are watching the recording have a chance, I might wait until either until I have a handful of people for the photo, or until like Friday or something. I don't know. I'll post about it on Instagram. Send out like a last call or something. So yeah. How's your day going? I'm gonna wait at least 10 minutes before I venture off and touch anything. So I am gonna close my nail polish remover jar because it does evaporate and is actively fuming up the room. So I'll do my best to do that without using my fingertips. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, we're good. So yeah, is anyone still watching that has been here since the beginning of the live? Thank you. Appreciate it. I look like Felix from Stray Kids. Okay, not familiar with that. Have to look it up. Felix is a cool name. Yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out. I've always wanted to get good at painting my nails. It's just every time I've ever tried, it was so bad, it was discouraging. I'm like, yeah, I'll just pay someone to get them done. And I don't mind doing that. I budget for it like once every 2 months, so that's nice. But it is like, it looks really nice for the first 2 weeks that I have them done, and I'm like, yeah, it's so cool. And then the rest of the time I'm like, the color is halfway up my nail bed. Wow. And then I end up filing them down so I can put on gloves without them like breaking through the fingertip. So yeah, I feel like learning how to do it myself will be cost friendly and also give me more control over, well, everything really. Like, because I thought about it too. On one hand, it's like, well, then I have to buy every nail polish color that I want and own it. And if I go to the salon, I can just pick one out and it's like no commitment. So there is that. But at the same time, an expensive bottle of nail polish is like $15. And going to get your fingernails and your toenails done at a salon is like $130. So I'm not sure how much money you really save if you're gonna put the color argument out there. So it's like, yeah, and I found some fairly cheap nail polish bottles around. I found one for like $6. That was OPI, and OPI is normally like in the 12 to 15 range. So that was cool. And realistically, $12 is still a lot less than $130, and it takes about the same amount of time. Like if I go get a manicure and a pedicure at the salon, I'll be there about an hour and a half, 2 hours, I want to say. So same amount of time, a lot more effort. The result is decent. I mean, if I hold my hands out in front and considering I wear glasses to see well, it looks about the same to me. So that's nice. There is also that relaxation factor, so like it's nice to go out and get them done every now and then and just, relax in the nice little massage chair while people, do your nails for you. And the massage part is nice. I do like the foot and hand massage that comes with it typically. But yeah, no, I'm excited to commit to getting really good at it. And I'm only using just regular nail polish because I saw, like I went to the beauty store to pick stuff out and get supplies. And there's like this LED light you can use, like there's special polishes that use this light. I'm like, that's cool, and I like the idea of it, but I'm like, let me just learn how to actually paint my nails, because you still have to paint and then you use the light. And then I'm like, yeah, and then the chemicals in that might not be good to get on your skin. Like, I'm not too confident in the chemicals, and normal nail polish isn't good for your skin, but especially that. So I'm like, let me just get good at actually applying it, and then I can look into all of those other fancy things. Because when I went to the salon, I got builder gel, which is like a thicker polish that lasts, seriously. I think I got 6 or 7 weeks out of it before it started to chip off, which is awesome. I'll be happy if this lasts 3 days. That's why I'm experimenting with how many coats of nail polish I do. So this one I did 2 base coats and 3 color coats. I'm gonna see how that works. I think I'll continue doing 2 base coats just because sometimes that first layer is a little iffy. And then I'll experiment with how many color coats I put on. And this is the China Glaze brand, so I'm sure there will be some variation in brand of nail polish as well. So there's my rant. I'm having fun, today was my first time attempting to paint my toenails, and that was rough. I did my fingernails either, I think, last week, and that was kind of rough too. Using the nail brush is extremely helpful because I am a messy painter for now. So it helps me take the pressure off of accidentally getting it on my skin, and then I can just clean it up, And this was my 4th time attempting my fingernails today, and I had to use the brush to clean it up significantly less. The first time it was like every single finger, every single coat I got it on the skin. I was like, oh man, let me just wipe that off. So, learning process. And I mean, a few years ago I couldn't braid my hair. Now I like to think I'm pretty good at it. This took me less than 5 minutes to braid, double braid. And when I first started, it took me like half an hour just to do one. So, you know, you get good at what you practice doing. So hopefully those of you that are learning to paint your nails right now with me are having a good experience, and just be patient with yourself and keep trying. You'll get better at it. Okay, I'm done ranting. Someone said, I need your recommendations on the gloves you use. Well, today for painting my nails, I just used nitrile gloves. I liked that. I find when latex is wet, it tends to degrade. And I wasn't confident I could mix latex and acetone, so I see the people at the nail salon use nitrile gloves, so I figured I'll just use that for this. If you're talking about in general, I mean, it just depends on what you like, you know, try brands that are available in your area and in your price range, and see what you like, you know. Everyone's going to tell you something different because they have different preferences. My preference at the moment, I really like the diamond grip gloves, Microflex diamond grip gloves, because they're very soft, so they don't pull my hair. That's the main reason, honestly. Like if I move my hair out of my face, it doesn't get staticky and it doesn't grip it and rip it out and break it. And if I rub it on my skin, there's no grippiness, which is my preference. For aesthetic, the way they look while I'm wearing them, I really like the JMU latex gloves. They're more of a white color. The diamond grip is kind of like a yellowish color, but they're thinner, so I can see my nails through the gloves, and I like how they lay. They look very smooth. So the diamond grip tends to wrinkle. It's a little bit thicker of a glove as well. So I mean, just whatever's your preference. Depends on what you're looking for in gloves. So hopefully that's helpful in my dentistry. Anything else I want to chat about while I wait for my nails to dry enough to put things away? So yeah, I was thinking about doing this like every Monday, manicure Monday, if you will. And I'm enjoying these feminization themes. I think it's great to be encouraging for those that want to do feminine activities, and also, you know, help them as much as I am capable to do them properly, you know. So things I enjoy is doing my nails and things with my hair. So if you have any suggestions for things you'd like to see on a feminization note, message me, happy to chat about it. But since I am doing my nails myself now, I figured I'll do that like once a week or so, and try to find a way to make this last a whole week, because if I have to do it every few days, I'm not gonna do that. I don't like the way chipped nail polish looks, so if it's chipping every 1 to 2 days, I need to figure something out, because I'm just, it's a significant time commitment, so I don't want to commit to that more than once a week. Personally, I have other things to do besides spend a whole morning painting my nails. Yeah, because if it's going to take me, ideally I'd like to get to a point where I can do my fingers and my toes in an hour, but I also have to consider how long it takes to dry, and so if I'm spending 2 hours painting my nails and then another 1 to 2 hours waiting for them to dry enough to be able to put on gloves and do the dishes or something like that, you know, that's something to consider, and I don't want to do that every couple of days. Yeah, it would be fun to maybe mix this in with my hair care stuff, because once a week I like to oil my hair and leave it in for roughly 3 hours. So if painting my nails is taking a couple hours, that seems like a good combination. Yeah, so other feminization related activities that I thought about doing on live stream is just like sharing hair care routines. So like I have a weekly and a monthly routine. It it's centered around hair growth and damage prevention. So if you're trying to grow your hair out, we can do that together. I have great aspirations of getting my hair down to my tailbone. It's currently, I mean, the braid makes it look shorter, but it's about mid-back on me right now. So that's fun. Yeah, and I'm open to other ideas if you have suggestions. But yeah, I'm really digging feminization, so I'd like to give that some attention. On an encouraging note, if degradation and humiliation are your things, no judgment. I prefer to be encouraging, so. Oh, thank you, Flash Ignite. So, yeah. Other things I do on this channel, it's fairly experimental, honestly. Like, I didn't really go into it with a intention for content besides connecting with other people that enjoy the same things I enjoy, and also just, I like to try new things. So a lot of my videos are of me trying new things and then doing more of the things that I ended up liking. So I've been on a pretty heavy stethoscope auscultation kick for the last several months now. You got the Littman Core stethoscope, so I can connect the audio to a Bluetooth speaker, so people around me can hear the same things that I would be hearing through the earpiece, which is a lot of fun. I really enjoy that. I've been enjoying listening to my heart and my stomach quite a bit. I can't really hear my lungs that well. I've tried a few times. I can hear it better when it's in my ears, but connecting it through the speaker, sometimes you can hear it, sometimes you can't. So I've been doing more heart and stomach with the stethoscope. Other than that, I've been enjoying trying different kinds of gloves and doing glove reviews and like matching outfits and whatnot. So like matching my mess and my gloves to my scrubs or whatever outfits. I like to do that at least once a month. So look forward to that. I think I just did one matching different high heels to scrubs, and that posted yesterday. So that's a lot. I also like high heels, like really high heels, like 8 inches. Those are fun. Pleasers. Pleasers are a good brand. Yeah, so those are some things I'm interested in. Anything those in the chat want to present? Topic of discussion here? Otherwise, I'll just stare off into the distance until I have a new thought. So, I don't play soccer, but we can kick it. Nice. Yeah, I like the idea of doing this on a live stream as like a let's do our nails together kick, because otherwise I'm just doing it by myself, and you know, it's more fun with friends. Most things are more fun with friends. Yeah, so later tonight, Dr. Canada and I are doing a dental exam live. That's what won the poll. We've done a few lives together now. First one we did like a heart and lung and stomach auscultation with the stethoscope, and then last week we did, what did we do? Oh yeah, we did like a physical exam. And then this week we're doing a dental exam. So after each live, I post a poll for what you guys would like to see for the next live, based on things that we're also interested in doing, just to pick which one's next. Because like honestly, we're gonna end up doing all of them, but which one is next is where the poll comes in. So dental exam won this poll, so we'll be doing that tonight at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Hop on and watch it. It's more fun when there's like an audience to engage with. So yeah. Okay, we're going into the religious philosophy direction now. Flash Ignite says, why don't people believe in God when science and medical biology proves it? Okay, all right, interesting conversation. I think people need to believe in what, works for them, so I can't really speak too much on this topic. I would rather have a person to converse with one-on-one, you know, this isn't a public conversation for me. BHIMU says, hi dear, hello, welcome. We're just chatting while my nails dry enough to touch things. Yeah. It takes me a while to work up the nerve to actually check if they're dry, just because it's like if they're not dry, I feel like I ruin it. So I'll just wait. Thank you. Yep, rocking the hot pink. So I'll post another poll for what nail color we should do next. Because I mean, I'd like to do this again next Monday. Manicure Monday. And my nails have been hot pink for about 2 weeks now, so it'll be based on what colors I already have, because I don't want to go out and buy anything when I already bought a lot of stuff to do this. So we'll do a poll for the next color. I might put pink on there again, just because I have multiple shades of pink. So I got pink, red, purple, and blue, I believe. So those will be our colors to choose from. I might take pink off poll just because that already got voted for. And so in order to not have pink be a favorite color that is selected every week, you know, I'll remove whatever color was done previously from the poll, so we have to pick something new. I think would be fair. So, hello from India. Yeah, pink is beautiful. I enjoy pink. I'm digging this color. It's nice. It's very bright. It stands out. I know there were quite a few people that wanted red this week, but pink won. So, oh yeah, red's the other color. I don't know if I said that. See if I can grab my coffee. Pretty sure my toenails will be dry at least. Those have been drying for about an hour. I think I finished my toes in the first hour of this video, and it took me another hour for my fingers. So. I think I'm getting close to 20 minutes waiting for this to dry. I'll wait a little longer. When I did them on Saturday, I think it took like an hour and a half. I'm not gonna be on here for another hour and a half, but yeah, I just had to be very careful with touching things because they were like impressionable, like they would dent. So that's why I think I might be putting the layers, each coat on too thick, and that's why it's taking so long to dry. But I think if they're thicker, they'll last longer, like they'll be sturdier, so. Okay. Flash Ignite, sounds like you've been through some things. Flash Ignite said, I never had a beautiful nurse before, it's just not fair. Well, sorry you feel that way. What does this button do? Oh. Oh. Hold up. What does this button do? Oh. Cool. Is it beautiful out today? Yeah, it's pretty sunny. Hi, Tim. Welcome. You just want to lay on the beach hearing the birds talk. Yeah, that sounds nice. I'm up in Canada right now. It's relatively cold here. It's like 30 something in Fahrenheit, around 0 in Celsius. But it looks like it's sunny. I'm looking out a window. It looks like it's sunny outside and hasn't snowed again yet, so. The snow's fun. I built my first snowman the other day. It was surprisingly painful. Have I been on vacation? No, I'm just up in Canada with Dr. Canada so we can make content together, hang out. Or I guess he's MedVetKF on YouTube. Different username there. Canada people are very sweet. Yes, they are. Yeah, very different culture around hospitality and the way people interact and treat each other, and generally are more social than what I'm used to back home. Yeah, it's more rare that I'll have a conversation with a stranger in a public place back home. So out here it's pretty common for me. Not everyone wants to chat. Some people still look at you like, why are you talking to me? Or they just won't look at all. But it's like 50-50. So. Sweet. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm ready to put stuff up now. It's been roughly 20 minutes. So I've been letting these dry. But yeah, I'll post the live when I'm done, so those that would like to follow along on their own time can watch the recording. Please send me a photo of your nails to put in the collage if you would like to be a part of that. I guess by the weekend, so let's say Friday, I'd like all the photos by Friday, so I can use them to, promote the next live for manicures. I'm blank. There's something I want to say, but I'm kind of blanking right now. It's time to eat. Food time. What was I gonna say? I don't know. It'll come back. Cool. Sweet. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I tried to start the live on the scheduled live that I had been promoting at first, but I wanted the camera to be horizontal, so when I post a live, it's widescreen. But that did not work. It started vertical and it was like, you have to stop the live and redo the settings and then make it horizontal. So like, okay. So I went back and then it wouldn't let me start the live based on the thing I had scheduled and been promoting, and people had reminders turned on for them. Dang it. And then I still couldn't figure out how to get it horizontal. So maybe next time. I don't know. Like for lives, do you prefer vertical or horizontal oriented streams? I'll post a poll. I don't want to wait for people to reply. So anyway, tonight, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, so about 6.5 hours from now, Dr. Canada and I will be doing a dental exam live stream. Watch that. I'll do another follow along mani-pedi next Monday. Yay. So we'll vote on a new color for that. And yeah, otherwise, thank you for watching. Bye.